Welcome back. So this video we're going to talk about the final project and exam. So very similar to the last exam, it'll be online. There'll be 40 to 50 multiple choice questions. The exam will be available February 25th through the 28th. So just make sure you mark that on your calendar. You will not have until the weekend to do that. So again, I will be receiving or accepting the exam on the 28th. It'll be 60 minutes long. The chapters that we'll be covering in this exam will be chapters 10, 11, and 12, lectures 4, 5, and 6, and also articles 4, 5, and 6, mostly covering visualization and artificial intelligence. I will cover a few questions on IBM Watson and also on Salesforce. So again, you don't have to know all the details on Salesforce for IBM Watson. Just watch some of the videos and some of the discussions that we had on IBM Watson. And the questions for the exam will be very similar to the quizzes. So definitely finish all those questions that were on the quizzes. You'll be very similar or almost identical to what you answered in those quizzes. Now to the project. So the impact of analytics in executive decision making. Again, the purpose of this is basically define and develop dashboards and KPIs, so key performance indicators, to help executives make decisions. Again, people, professionals, executives are overwhelmed with data. And so what I'd like you to do is basically email me with some of the ideas that you've had on your project. We can schedule a call, or you can either set up a discussion board or send me an email, whatever is easiest for you. And just give me an overview of the company and the industry. Who are the stakeholders? So for instance, is it a CFO? Is it a CMO of chief marketing officer? Is it for directors of sales? You tell me what your project is what is the data and the visualization going to help? And what are the areas of metrics? Meaning, how are you measuring success? Is it revenue? Is it activities? If you're looking at education, is it application? Is it outreach? Is it website visits? So define what metrics is, what defines success. And also just tell me what the tools we utilize. Again, this could be an email format, or you can have a representative from your team set up a call with me, and we can kind of talk through these different things, just so make sure that you're on the right track. So feel free to email me that information or schedule a call. Now, one thing I want to actually just cover is, okay, we've talked about some of the grading on this project, but one part of the grade is the contribution of each individual. So let me just kind of show you the survey that I'm going to be asking you to fill out. So at the end of the class, what I'll ask you to do is everyone to fill out this survey. And basically, it's the contribution to the team project. So as I read through this, each individual's grades for the analytics project will in part be based on the grades that the other group members give him or her. So for instance, you may get an A on this project, but if several members feel that you didn't do your duties as part of this team, this is kind of the opportunity to share that information with me. It's completely anonymous. This is not going to be shared with anybody else. So what I'll ask you to do here is in this survey link, put the team name first on top, and then the members of your team, including yourself, and give yourself a grade a scale of 1 to 4. 4 being the highest, 1 obviously being the lowest. If you feel that everyone in your team contributed pretty well, then you can give everyone the same exact score of a 4. If you feel that there was one person that was a leader and they contributed the most, or they coordinate all the projects in the meeting, you can give that person a 4 and the others a 3. Now, if there is an individual where I see there's consistent 1s in there, their grade will be impacted. So for instance, if say you get a perfect score on this project and 3 members say that you scored a 1 and didn't contribute at all, then there'll be a 10-point deduction for each team member that gives a low score. Again, trying to be fair, make sure to assess that people are contributing to the project, and by signing your name in the box below, you indicate that your assessment is accurate and that you're not lying about your assessment of that individual. Again, completely anonymous, but what we want to do is make sure that we reward those who put forth the work on this project. Again, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or call me, and more than happy to have a discussion. Looking forward to looking at your projects and reviewing them. Thank you.